Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to another English class. Today, we will go through CLIL 10, Module 10, so grab your student's book, workbook, and be ready. Let's go! At the end of this lesson, you, my very smart student, will be able to learn the meaning of 5 new words, identify the main idea of the text, locate details after reading the text. Before starting with our lesson, I want you to have a good look at the following pictures. What can you see here?
I can see 2 fish.
Look again. Do they look exactly the same?
No, they aren't. They have different shape and color.
Super. Now let's look at Ali and Hassan. They are both what?
Well, they are both human beings, and both of them are boys.
So what will happen if all of us look exactly the same?
Oh, it will be hard to tell who is who, and it will be boring because all of us will like the same thing and eat the same food.
Now let's look at Ali and Hassan. They are both what?
Well, they are both human beings, and both of them are boys.
So what will happen if all of us look exactly the same?
Oh, it will be hard to tell who is who, and it will be boring because all of us will like the same thing and eat the same food.
Indeed, as you mentioned, if we all eat the same food, one specific kind will be hard to find, and the rest will be out there for no one. So being different is what makes us special. And let's start our lesson by introducing the new vocabulary words. We will introduce the first vocabulary word for today's lesson through drawing it. So focus with me to know what is it.
Oh, it's a camel.
Indeed, a camel. So where does the camel live?
In the desert.
Have you ever ride a camel?
Yes, I did.
Where?
In CLIL. We rented for 15 minutes. It was fun.
Now, look at this specific part in the camel body. What do we call it?
It's a hump.
Fabulous. Hump. Now look at this picture. What can you see?
Grass.
Where can you see grass?
At the park, gardens, and football fields.
Good job. And here, look at the man. What is he doing?
He is carrying a washing machine.
Good job. So our word is carry. What can we carry also?
We can carry handbags.
Wow, give me another example.
We can also carry books.
Fantastic. Make sure to carry light stuff. Do not carry heavy things so you will stay healthy and you will not feel hurt. And for the last vocabulary word for today's lesson, what can you see here?
The flag of my beloved country.
So the country is the place where you
Live.
live. Where do we live?
In Qatar.
Good job. How about the lion? Where does the lion live?
In the forest.
Marvelous. Now it's your turn to listen and say. I'll play the audio for you. You will listen and repeat after the audio. Are you ready? Let's do it.
Module 10. CLIL. Science. 1. Vocabulary. Camel. Hump. grass, carry, live.
And now we'll practice the words together. This question isn't in your student book or workbook. We will be doing it from the screen. So let's read the question together. The question says, look and match. We have 4 pictures and 4 words to match. Let's do number 1 together. The first word, carry. Which picture represents the word carry? Is it A, B, C, or D? Indeed, it's B. Now pause the video and do the rest alone. We'll come back. Let's do number 2 together. Camel. Which picture represents the word camel? Good job, it's D. How about number 3? Grass. Excellent, C. And how about number 4? Hump. Of course, it's A. I'm very proud of you. And now we have a text to read. But before reading, let's guess the main idea of the text. Now, my dear students, I want you to have a good look at the pictures, read the titles, and think with me. What do you think the texts are mainly about? Is it information about camels, information about zebras, or information about giraffes? And now we will be shadow reading with the audio to check our predictions. So move on to your student's book and open page 129. Are you ready? Let's go.
2. Read and answer. What do these camels eat?
Arabian camel. This camel lives in the Middle East and Africa. The Arabian camel is taller than the Bactrian camel. It has got one hump. It eats leaves and grass. In the past, people used camels to travel and carry things. Bactrian camel. The Bactrian camel lives in Asia. It is bigger than the Arabian camel. Its hair is longer and it has got 2 humps. It's really beautiful. It eats grass, but it can eat meat too. People drink its milk and use its hair for clothes.
So after shadow reading with the texts, what do you think the texts are mainly about? Fabulous! Information about camels. I'm very proud of you. Here you are. This is your first star for today's lesson. After shadow reading, let's answer these questions together. Where does the Arabian camel live?
In the Middle East and Africa.
Fantastic! And how many humps does the Arabian camel have?
It has got 1 hump.
Good job! Let's do the other part. Where does the Bactrian camel live?
In Asia.
Super! What does the Bactrian camel eat?
It eats meat and grass.
Fantastic! And now, my dear students, we will move on to the student's book, page 129, and it is your turn to read alone now. We will be reading to answer specific questions related to the texts. Are you ready? Let's do it. We will be doing question number 3 here. The question says, read and circle. So we have to go back to the text to find the answer. And the question might be very tricky. So you have to read carefully to find the answer. Let's do number 1 together. The Bactrian camel is taller or shorter than the Arabian camel. Let's read to find out the answer. The Arabian camel is taller than the Bactrian camel. So, what is the answer? Good job, they flip it here. So now they want the Bactrian camel. Is it taller or shorter? Indeed, it's shorter than. Now, I want you to pause the video, do 2, 3, and 4 alone. And remember to highlight your answers. Welcome back. Let's check our answers together. Number 2 says, the Bactrian camel has got longer or shorter hair than the Arabian camel?
Longer.
Super. And number 3, the Arabian camel is smaller or bigger than the Bactrian camel?
Smaller.
Fantastic. And for the last one, the Arabian camel has got 1 or 2 humps?
1.
Super. I'm very proud of you. Here you are. This is your second star for today's lesson. Now, I want you to close your student's book and I want you to promise me that you will do so. We will read and match the information to the correct camel. Without reading this time, we will do it from what we remember. So, which camel lives in Asia? Fantastic, the Bactrian camel. Let's do number 2 now. Live in the Middle East. Super, the Arabian camel. And number 3, it has 2 humps. Well, without reading, it is the Bactrian camel. Good job. And for number 4, which one of those can eat meat? Fantastic, the Bactrian camel. And the last one, which camel has shorter hair? Amazing, the Arabian camel. We have reached the last activity for today's lesson. We will be designing a poster and I want you to post it on Teams later. I want you to bring an extra paper and to write the title. We will be doing our own zoo. So the title will be My Zoo. Then I want you to stick as much pictures as you want. For me, I'll stick the picture of a lion, a monkey, a giraffe, and a parrot. Then we will write a very short paragraph about our zoo. In my zoo, there are many animals. The giraffe is the tallest. The lion is bigger than the monkey. Remember to start your sentences with capital letter and to end them with a full stop. You can find the poster steps in the workbook, page 125. Follow the steps, design the amazing poster that I'm sure that you will, and post it on Teams for me. I'll be waiting. That's it for today's lesson. Thank you for watching the video and have a very good day. Bye bye.